What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. It's been a long time since I've been on live, fam, so I got a little house cleaning to do. I want to throw out the rules real fast. I want you to know that trolls are hoes, and trolls get exposed on this channel. If you come here trying to sow seeds of dissent, if you come here with ill intent, if you come here just trying to cause confusion, you will be blocked, but you won't be recognized. I'm going to talk about you like a dirty dog. I am going to call you everything but a child of God like you are. I am going to disparage your seeds and your mammy and your pappy. I'm going to do you dirty. I'm going to do you like everybody else do you in your life. So please come here and act like you got some home training if you want to be on this channel and you want to participate, because like my man Boyce White could say, this is for smart, black, intelligent people, and the rest of the people that are intelligent. But this is what it's about, fam. We try to not just talk about issues, but try to provide some type of resolution. And I don't try to do that by myself. I invite you guys to come in and give your input. So as long as you keep it respectful, all opinions are welcome. All right, fam. Also, the reason why I haven't been on lives is because I've been working on my foundation. I just started a new foundation called Marvelous Bridge. You can go check it out, marvelousbridge.com. And what we're doing is helping young people and older people. With our elderly, we're sending them out on outings on the weekends, like to the casino, to dinner, for them to participate in activities, to get them out of the room, get them off the couch, off the porch, out of those convalescent homes, just for a little while, a few hours, a week, just so that they can have a little better quality of life, and for our youngsters, we're doing vocational courses, HVAC, electrician, electricity. We're doing painting, welding, investing in cryptocurrency, the stock market, real estate, and we're also doing conflict resolution skills, fam. And that's a good segue into what I'm about to say. Conflict resolution, because a lot of our people, not just the youngsters, but people, period, in the United States of America, people go from 0 to 100 like this. Everybody mad. Everybody, when they have an issue, the first thing somebody want to do is kill something. They want to kill somebody, or they want to kill themselves. Everybody just go from 0 to 100. There ain't no conversations or nothing. It's fight, kill. Everything is fight, kill, fight, kill. So we have a situation in Houston with a young lady who lost her life. She is a Memphis rapper named Lotta Cash Desto. Now, the police say that they pulled up on the scene in Houston on Richmond Avenue, in the 5500 block of Richmond Avenue. If you don't know, Richmond is in that area. That's where the money is, okay? And it's a lot of nightlife that go on out there, a lot of clubs and things like that. So they say they pulled up at 2:30 and discovered her body in her, what did they say, a silver Porsche SUV. Along with her was another young lady who was wounded from bullets. And then there was a guy nearby. Now, it's unclear whether that guy was inside of the vehicle or not, but they found another guy who was injured, and both injured people appear to not have life-threatening injuries. Lotta Cash Desto is the only one who is deceased. Now, the cops say they don't know why it happened. They don't have a motive. They don't know if it was road rage or a robbery. Fam, if you look at the climate that we're in, it's easy to jump to the conclusion that it was likely a robbery, right? And here's why. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you Lotta Cash's Instagram. Let me show you her Instagram. Let me share my screen with y'all. Okay, so this is her Instagram. And I want y'all to look at these photos and tell me what you see. That is some big, big jewelry. Condolences have been pouring in for her. Lotta Cash Desto was signed to Lil Uzi Vert. People are saying that she was next to blow. Now, she put out a few songs. I don't think they did much. She had a little over 100,000 followers on Instagram, and only just under 10,000 followers on Twitter. So I think more than a rapper, she was an aspiring rapper, right? And I think we should probably start making that distinction, because when you think about other professions, you actually have to be like doing it for a living. It has to be where your money is coming from. You have to be actually making money if you say that that's what you do, right? For example, if a guy is playing football in high school, he hasn't made it to the league at all. He ain't even made it to college. They don't call him a football player. They call him a student. Or they just say a kid got killed. If you are in law school, you're trying to become a lawyer. Let's say you're not even in graduate school. Let's say you're an undergrad, but you want to be a lawyer. You're an aspiring lawyer. You're not a lawyer. They don't call you a lawyer until you pass the bar and start getting to the money. If you want to teach and you're in college or you're in high school, they don't call you a teacher. If you're in high school and you're 16 years old and you want to be a teacher, and you're practicing to be a teacher, they don't call you a teacher. I mean, am I making sense, fam? And are y'all checking out these videos and checking out these photos and tell me what you see? What I see is what you guys see. I see a lot of cash. I see a lot of flash. Now, that's not to say that, hold on, let me stop the share. I'll put it right there. That's not to say that the young woman deserved to be murdered because she was flashing the cash. It's not to say that she deserved to be murdered. But you got to read the room. Think about the climate that we're in. Think about how little people value life. Think about that. People have such little disregard for life. MOB, money over everything. Money over B's, money over MOE, money over everything, right? I remember when that started. I remember when people started doing that and saying it in the music, money over everything. Do you understand what money over everything means? I'm a literal person. So when I hear words, I think of stuff literally. That's why if I'm having dinner, if I'm eating, you can't say certain words to me because I'm going to think about those words. I'm going to visualize those words, you know? So you can't say certain words because that's what I see. Money over everything means money over my mama, my daddy, my sisters, my brothers, my friends, my woman, my children, my integrity, my honor. That's what money over everything means. It's money over everything. My soul, money over my soul, right? So a lot of our people out here, they got that mentality, money over everything. So they don't feel nothing because money is their universe. It is at the center of their universe. Money is everything. It's more important to them than breathing because many of them risk their lives for it daily. Many of them don't mind throwing their life away. They're going through 30 years for $30. For $3,000, for $30,000. They'll do 30 years in prison. Just risk it all for money. And for most of them, it's a temporary feeling that they get from having money. Because it's very short term. Some of these dudes, they go out and they kill, they rob or whatever, and all they want to do is get in the club and feel important for a day, throwing money and drinking everything. They got the bottles in the section, and you can tell, you can sometimes go in the club and see the ones who ain't gonna be here tomorrow. You can see the ones who ain't gonna be here next week. They spend it all in one night. Just spin it off. Yeah, just anything. Just, oh, look at me. I'm important. Take the pictures. I'm important. Look at me. I'm the man. Yeah. For one night. See, I never was built like that. I was always thinking, well, I want to have mine forever. I want to live it all the way through. I want to get money all the way through. When I die, I want to have enough money where somebody think it's worth fighting over. And I ain't talking about the IRS. They can't get it like that. I'm not talking about the government. They can't get it like that. I'm talking about my family, the people that I love. So it appears to me, like I say, the details are sketchy. Police don't have a motive, but we know what this is, fam. We almost certainly, let's put it like this, we almost certainly know what this is. If people are getting killed left and right, these rappers are getting killed flashing their jewelry. But not just rappers, everybody, all kind of people getting killed. You're just not hearing about the other people. They're getting murdered for jewelry, for that bag. Why not? I mean, if it was me, because see, there's 1,000 ways to die, 1,000,000 ways to die. I'm not gonna choose an extra. I'm not gonna actually choose. Like, I'm not gonna like add another way. Flashing money, flashing jewelry is another way to get yourself killed. It's just another way to expedite your death. And that's something that I'm not interested in. So I don't flash. I don't do no flash. And I got it. I don't do no flash. My jewelry that I bought when I did flash back in the Gap, I feel like a sucker for buying that shit. It ain't worth nothing. I keep it in a safe deposit box. I don't keep no valuables inside my house. So somebody come up in here, they're gonna get some furniture, get some water, some champagne, some fruits, some vegetables. No canned goods. I don't do canned goods. They're gonna get some Coca-Cola, ginger ale. What else? I got some toilet paper. I got some. What else? I got some clothes. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't finna get no Gucci and Louis. They ain't none of that. You know, you ain't gonna get none of that. So I'm not. You know, I know how people roll. So if you know how people rock, you gotta think like they think. You gotta think like they think. You know, I used to do this stuff back in the day. I ain't go around killing people over money and all this stuff, but you know, I did a little stuff back in the day. So you gotta know how people think. You gotta put yourself in the shoes of somebody that's just heartless, who just don't care. They don't care nothing about no circumstance. They don't care nothing about you having your child with you. They don't care nothing about you being an old person, a woman, a man. They don't care if you a saint. They don't care if you go to church every day and you pray for everybody, and even you pray for your enemies. They don't care nothing about none of that. They want what they want, and they'll take you out like this to get it. This girl was in her, I think somebody was saying like mid-20s. They said she was mid-20s. She had been doing it for a long time. Something interesting happened about a week, not about a week ago. A week ago, she sent out a tweet. I want y'all to read this tweet, fam. You can read it with me. I love living in Houston way better than Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. Look at that date. 1 week ago today. About the same time, look at the time, 11:42 a.m. Right now, it's 11:49 a.m. in Houston. So almost just head on a week ago. Just a week ago. A week ago in 7 minutes. She sent that tweet out. So it don't matter where you are. It don't matter where you live in. It don't matter if you're in Houston. It don't matter if you're in Atlanta. It don't matter where you are. You can get it. Los Angeles, Chicago, Louisiana, DC, whatever, whatever. New York, wherever. Until you lock all these uncivilized mutts up, until this dark cloud passes over, you have to be super diligent about preserving your life. You have to move with your head on a swivel, and you have to not do anything to draw the wolves to you. Do not dangle food in front of hungry wolves. There are wolves who are very intent on getting what they want. They will lie in the bushes. They will wait. They will stalk their prey. They will be very patient. You don't have any idea. You don't know who they are, but they know who you are. You can't watch their moves because you don't even know who they are, but they're watching your move. They're watching those posts on Instagram. Every time you put up a post flashing that money, they're not only stalking you, but they're stalking the people around you. They're looking for the weak link. They're looking for an opportunity. How can I penetrate whatever that defense mechanism that you have set up? They're trying to figure out a way to penetrate it. They're looking, they're stalking, they're watching. Where do you go? What are your habits? They're watching. They're in the strip club and they're watching you throw that money up. And they're like, get them. You flash your money like that, you got to have it. You got that stuff on you like that, man, they finna come try to get it. And some of them, they get excited. You know, to them, it's like a sport. Oh, we got such. Oh, I'm gonna get him. Oh, they think he can't get got. She thinks she can't get got. Watch this. You know, some of them look at it like they're being antagonized. We flashing that money like that, flashing that jewelry like that. You gotta read the room, fam. There's a very dark cloud over communities all over America right now. And you gotta be smarter. Even with dealing with these white inferiorists, you got to be very slick, because I told y'all a long time ago, the only time they strike is when they have a clear-cut advantage, i.e. size, numbers, or weaponry. They are cowards. They are great cowards. Only time they strike is when they got size, weaponry, or numbers. So when you see them turning up, fall back and think about your action and how you're gonna handle it. In fact, you need to think about it, how you're gonna handle it way before. But don't jump into anything, because when they jump, just like anybody else, when they jump out there, they're usually ready. So you have to conclude that they have some type of advantage over you. And make sure if you are going to strike that you got the ups, not them. Going into the comments. What's up, Joseph White? Do you see Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, or Elon Musk flaunting their money? Leon says even the female rappers ain't safe. Male Bugs, what up? They say she mocked a dead rapper. That's why she was killed. Everyone want to cop out Chicago drill rappers, and it's going to get hurt. Okay, she mocked a dead rapper, huh? All right. Guess there could be a motive that could get you killed. Tamika Hicks. I am a messenger, and I seen this happen before people became a rap star. We fought hard to push rap. I guess, fought hard to push rap before hard to push. Oh, nah, this Tamika, you gotta straighten out your you gotta straighten out your comment. Run-on sentences and punctuation is killing me. What's up, LaShawn Thomas? Salute. Krusty Cat said, well, Elon does have that rocket ship. You're right. They flaunt their wealth in different ways. They flaunt their wealth with, buying businesses and rockets and stuff you can't snatch off their neck. Like it would be a wise idea. Like if you're gonna make a major investment, don't make a major investment somebody can snatch off your neck or your wrist. That would be some advice I would give. Underground West, what it do? Okay, so Stella says UFO sighting. Stella UFO sighting said when rapping went to the gutter, saying and doing whatever they want, death will continue. Good lyrics bring good vibes, bad lyrics bring bad vibes and death. That's true, but even if she wasn't a rapper, walking around and flashing that money like that and flashing that jewelry could put a target on your back, on your head. So, but you're right. But you are right about that. That those dark lyrics and taunting the dead, just being very, very disrespectful. Yeah, I mean, the rappers today, I mean, they are 1,000 times more disrespectful. And some people point to, some of the earlier stuff where a few rappers, went across that line like Tupac did with Hit 'Em Up. I mean, you could really say that Tupac was a precursor. That Hit 'Em Up was a precursor to the drill stuff that you hear today, where they talk about murder, murder, murder. But Pac didn't cross the line of riding on the dead. He did not. He did not add insult to injury, so to speak, by riding on the dead. When I started hearing them like it's really bragging about killing somebody loved one. I mean, what you think gonna happen if you put that out there? That just lets me know that some people just don't care if they die, they get killed or not. Like, because you can't watch everybody all the time, and everybody ain't playing. So you hit the wrong one, and you start, and then you rub it in. You claim that you did that, then you rub it in. It ain't gonna really turn out good for you, because you hit the wrong one. Retaliation is a must. You hit the wrong one, retaliation is a must already. And then you rubbing it in. Oh man, you taunting them like y'all ain't gonna do nothing, y'all hoes, y'all this, y'all this, da 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 da. Man, come on, bro. It's just a matter of time. Lance Wilson. Lance Wilson said it's a hustle for a lot of folks robbing instead of going to work. It's their 9 to 5. Yeah, it is. It really ain't a 9 to 5 though. It's a 24/7, because they got to strike when the opportunity presents itself. So you can be laying dead in the bed, and one of your partners call, yo man, come on, and they boom, they ready. So you got to be like a doctor. You got to be on call. Is that O'Near? What's up, O'Near? Flame James. What's up, Robert Simmons? James Maxey Sr., what up? Noble Lee. And I'll tell you this too, fam. The later it gets in the night, the more desperate jackers become. Because if somebody they trying to jack don't work out, and sometimes they just take whatever jack move that they can make. For example, they might be looking for a big lick, and they riding around, they waiting, and then man, you know, somebody made a different move, so they couldn't execute that jack move like they wanted to. So now they riding, and oh, they see somebody getting out of a car. You know, it might be a fancy car, it might just be a regular car, but oh, it just looked like an opportunity. Man, we ain't got no money. We out here, we ready to scrap, we ready to get somebody, hit somebody. Let's just hit this fool right here. Next thing you know, yo, put it down, and you know, they rob this person for $6 and kill him. So a lot of times, you know, you have these situations where it's a crime of opportunity, just a total random crime of opportunity. Now, the jacker's gonna get somebody. The jacker's gonna jack. They're gonna jack somebody. Your job is to make sure it's not you, fam. Your job is to do everything you can to get out of the way. You know, get out of the way. There's one thing about jackers are crash dummies. They just like dope dealers, they crash dummies. When they jump out there, they're gonna keep on doing it till they get caught, or they're gonna get caught up in something they can't get out of, or they're gonna get clapped. But they're gonna keep doing it because you got to think about what's the reason why they did it in the first place. No labor structure, not being able to handle finances well, not being good with budgeting. You know, I've been there, fam. So I ain't trying to I'm not trying to act like I'm all this or whatever. Like, I understand it. I understand the whole mentality. You know, I've been there. You know, not taking care of my business the right way, and now all of a sudden, rent due, everything crashing in. You try to, do it like this, it ain't working out, and then you just like, okay, well, let me just make this quick lick. See, and a lot of times things ain't working out because you ain't really planning well. You know how they say, fam, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So, just bad planning skills, it's how you get to that point where you sticking guns in folks' faces, for money and jewelry. But boy, the penitentiary and the graveyards are gonna be filled with these fools. Because it ain't no way you're gonna survive that. Ain't no way you're gonna keep on doing it. And most of these dudes, they're moving in crews. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them sometimes. Like, ain't no way you're gonna get away with these crimes like that. Because the minute one of them get caught up, they snitching. And snitching is cool now. They snitching right back out on the streets, doing it again. They're gonna get somebody else up. I wouldn't be cool with jacking under no circumstances. It just don't have good benefits. The retirement benefits are not good. I like that get back money. I can just get it over and over and over and over and over again, and ain't got to worry about somebody trying to come and take it. Krusty Cat, what up? Elo, what up? Elo says it doesn't happen in country or pop. Let country and pop artists start moving that way. Like let them start because they're not walking around with all that jewelry on and flashing that money like that. But I promise you, if they started doing it, them fools gonna be on their Instagram pulling up on them too. But at the same time, I do agree though that the music, the energy they're putting out there in that music got a whole lot to do with the energy that's coming back home. It's got a whole lot to do with it. Eddie Kane, what up? J Dab Judah, what up? J Dab Judah. Yeah, big city grocery, homestead. I see you. I went in big city grocery store a few times and with no money and came out with some groceries. But that was before they was killing kids. They'll kill you now, man. If you go in the store and take something, man, you don't get a chance to be a kid, man. They'll kill you quick. Trailblazer 82, what up? Trailblazer 82 said, we need another Martin Luther King and Malcolm X for this generation. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need another Martin Luther King. We don't need another Malcolm X. Both Malcolm and Martin got murdered. And what did they get for being murdered? Tell me. Their children grew up without a father. Men who were wise beyond their years. And when you look at what happened after they died, there was some riots, there was some cities that got burned, a little chaos. After a few days, order was restored, and everybody went kind of right back to what they were doing. There was some strides, some advances in civil rights, in the civil rights movement as a result of Martin and Malcolm's death. But overall, the people's attitudes didn't change a whole lot. There was no renaissance in building businesses, focusing on education. In fact, I would say that a lot of people thought that the fight was over once the Civil Rights Bill was signed. I think that was signed 1963, I believe, 63, 64, somewhere up in there. I would argue that a lot of people got comfortable once that bill got signed. Once we were able to integrate, going to the schools, going to the restaurants and sit down, and people wasn't being lynched every day. I think a lot of people got comfortable because my mom and dad never taught me about the movement. They never taught me about my history. And if they had taught me about my history, then I think me and other people would have been more deliberate about making sure that history didn't repeat itself. I think a lot of us got comfortable and we was not aware that trouble was still, you know, looming. It was still back there in the dark, just waiting, and really not just waiting, but working against us the whole time because we were caught up in the optics. But they were working on, by this time, they're working on the crack epidemic. How they gonna get us with this crack? Hit us with this crack. You know, how they gonna hit us with this red line? You know, they was working on, you know, how they was gonna hit us with the mass incarceration, how they was gonna defund our schools, destroy our schools, man. I got my middle school and my high school don't even exist anymore. Who did that? The school board. Wasn't black people. Them people went in there, man, and just straight up changed the name of our school. All the records, we don't even have records anymore. It's like it didn't even happen. I don't even have a place that I can go back and say, this is where I went to school at. The building is there, but it's named an entire different, it's something else. It's a middle school now. My high school is now a middle school. The shit is disgusting, man. And a lot of our black politicians saw it coming and they sat back and let it happen. At the very least, they didn't fight hard enough for it not to happen. So I don't think we need another Malcolm or Martin. We need everybody to be a leader. We got a lot of voices out there. We got a whole lot of voices out there. And it's up to us to decide, you know, to listen to those voices or at least get something from those voices and then go out and be the leader that we innately are. Intrinsically, we all have the power to be a leader. We just got to accept it and not be sitting around waiting on another man or another woman to give us instructions to live our lives, how to live our lives, you know, how to get the most out of life. Yeah, you already know that. What you need somebody to listen to somebody to do. If you need to listen to somebody to get motivated, that's fine. After that, go do something about it. You can do something about it. You got the power to do something about it all by yourself. We don't need nobody out there. We don't need another Malcolm or Martin, some black person out there on the podium, you know, having these empowered speeches and, you know, riling crowds up and all that stuff with a bunch of talking, you know, and not trying to minimize what these guys are doing, because they gave great speeches and great insight and perspective, but we don't need none of our great black people to go out there and try to be a Malcolm or a Martin and then get their head knocked off. For what? Just to say, oh man, he told it like it was. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. What we need to do is learn from experience. We need to learn from history so that it don't repeat itself. Why would we go down that same exact road when it didn't work out before? And we need to learn to move in silence. Stop announcing every move. You know, stop telling people everything you're thinking. That's what we need to do. But at the end of the day, fam, you know, like, hey, I'm just offering advice here. You know, you do what makes you sleep good. Van Satch, what up? Yeah, I don't know if I want to look at that, man. I already know what's going on. You know, I got a lot of cop friends, so I know what's happening out there, you know. Who was that? Val says, I blame the parents for not lacing their kids' boots. We learned to never flash your money growing up. I don't care if it was $1. True story. True story. Yes, absolutely yes. What's up, Renee Lewis? Drill. What do it look like? What up, Black? Kirsta Craig. What's up, Kirsta? Appreciate you. Great Black Shark says, I want y'all to read that. This generation of youth are the most unintelligent ever. They can literally see each other make the same mistakes and bad decisions and learn nothing. You know, I don't know if they're the most unintelligent ever because there are a lot of youth that are very intelligent. I think that there's it seems like it's all of the youth out here wilding out or whatever, but it's not. What you see is the rappers who have some success or whatever being highlighted, and they're like coming off as a representation, and the people who murder them, and a lot of people. There's other people out there that be doing a lot of wild, crazy stuff. That's youngster. They're not rappers or whatever. They just be wilding out, weirdos. But they represent a very small portion. The problem is they represent a small portion of the population. The problem is that the bad stuff gets highlighted. I mean, we say we like good stuff, but really it's the bad news that we click on. All right, so let's keep it a buck. I know a lot of youngsters out there that are doing great things and are defying the odds every day. So, including my own kids. So I can't put that on all of the youngsters. I'll never make that type of generalization. That's like a man going out there and murdering a bunch of people, and when some woman say, "See, man ain't shit," you know. Now, I'm not gonna make that sweeping generalization like that. Generalizations are dangerous. Um, but I will say that we didn't learn much either, but we didn't have the optics like they do. Like every day we can actually look at it, we see it, we hear the news, we got this internet, and we see what's going on in Atlanta now. We see what's going on in New York and in Cali and in Tennessee. We see what's going on in Florida, Idaho. We see what's going on in Texas, in Mississippi, in Colorado, Connecticut, Massachusetts. I mean, we see what's happening in Newark. And so it seems like it's a lot more of it, but we see it today. The youngsters today, they see it, whereas we heard about it. And in fact, we didn't even hear about it. Mostly we just heard about what happened in our neighborhood or in our city. If it came on the news, we heard about it happen in the city. But a lot of stuff was going on in Houston on the south side that we had no knowledge of unless we knew somebody over there. If it didn't get covered on the news, we didn't even know about it. But the internet opened everything up. But we heard about people getting killed, for doing this or doing that, and we did it anyway, right? So now they actually are seeing it, and seeing is believing. So if you see it and you believe it and you still do it, that's the crazy thing to me. It's like I'm literally looking at a generation of kids who really just seem like they don't want to live. They don't even care about living. They don't care about giving their life away to the government and volunteering to be a slave. They don't care about volunteering to be a slave. They don't care. That's crazy to me. Do you know how inhumane the U.S. prison system is? It's crazy. A few more shout outs, fam, and I'm gonna shut the live down. PDGAF, what up? GG, I see you. James Cobb. Abdul Rahman. What's up, Quentin? Good question, GETO man, after dark. Good question. Did we drop the ball? Yeah, we dropped the ball. We absolutely dropped the ball. And the problem is that the youngsters have an opportunity to pick it up. Yeah. We dropped the ball. Our parents dropped the ball. It's just getting worse and worse. It's just getting worse and worse. Our parents dropped the ball. We didn't pick it up. We thought we did all right, but we didn't pick that ball up. Because if we had picked that ball up, we wouldn't have the generation we have today. I mean, the ones that were out there doing weird stuff, uncivilized stuff. We wouldn't have it. We wouldn't have this going on. So this generation needs to pick the ball up so that they can produce a better generation after them. They cannot afford to sit back and just leave it up to somebody else or just hope and pray everything works itself out. They have to be intent on making sure that they produce a better generation than they have today. We fucked up. But guess what, fam? It's on y'all. Youngsters, it's still on y'all. No matter what, it's on y'all. So you can't sit back and just say, oh, it's like a person that grew up in a bad home. Mama was an alcoholic, daddy was an alcoholic, got beaten. Okay, that's the circumstance and that's a hard life. But what are you gonna do? It's okay to complain, but after you complain, you gotta do something about it. Until next time, fam, I appreciate y'all for joining the live. Y'all be careful out there. R.I.P. Lotta Cash Desto. No more talk.